Imagine walking for miles under the burning Mediterranean sun, your shoulders weighed down by nearly 30 kilograms of weapons, armor, and a heavy wooden shield. When darkness finally arrives, rest is still far away. Instead of sleep, it's time to dig trenches, build camp defenses, and stand watch through the night. Such was the daily life of a Roman legionary, a machine of endurance and obedience. But even the strongest army cannot march on an empty stomach. Before any sword was drawn, food had to arrive first. For Rome, eating was not just survival, it was discipline, order, and power. At the heart of every Roman soldier's diet stood one essential grain, wheat, or as they called it, fermentum. It made up almost 3/4 of the army's rations. Each soldier received his share raw, and with a small hand mill, he ground it into flour himself. From it came their daily meals, thick porridge, rough flatbread baked on heated stones, or the legendary twice-baked biscuit known as buxalatum. Hard as a rock and nearly tasteless, it could last for weeks, perfect for long campaigns. Many soldiers soaked it in water or wine just to chew it, but its endurance made it invaluable. Barley ***, by contrast, carried shame. Though edible, it was reserved for animals, and for soldiers who failed in duty. A legionary punished for laziness or misconduct would have his wheat replaced with barley. It wasn't merely a dietary change, it was public humiliation. To eat barley was to be branded unworthy. Grains filled the belly, but true strength came from rarer luxuries, meat. For the average soldier, meat was never guaranteed. It wasn't part of the official ration. During campaigns, hunting became both sport and necessity. Deer, boars, rabbits, all were fair game. Hunting tested focus, teamwork, and endurance, the same qualities needed in battle. Failure to hunt meant hunger. Often, the best source of meat came from conquered lands. After taking a town, the legions would seize oxen, goats, sheep, and especially pigs, the favorite of Roman troops. Pork could be smoked, salted, or turned into sausages and ham. Nothing went to waste, even the fat was used for cooking. Meat was also tied to ritual. Before great battles, soldiers offered sacrifices, usually a pig, a sheep, and a bull, in a ceremony called the suivatorilia. After the prayer and offering, the meat was shared among the men, binding them together before they faced death. But Roman endurance didn't come from meat and bread alone. The legions relied on simpler, humbler foods, legumes. Beans, peas, and lentils were the quiet heroes of the Roman diet. Packed with protein, easy to carry, and simple to cook, they sustained the lower ranks through endless marches. Cooked with wheat into stews or soups, they formed a reliable meal for tired soldiers. Vegetables, too, found a place in the military pot. Though less mentioned by ancient writers, archaeologists have uncovered remains of leeks, onions, garlic, cabbages, and turnips in camp ruins. They were easy to grow near encampments, light to transport, and vital for preventing illness. Fruits, on the other hand, were rare treasures. When found, they were usually dried, figs, raisins, or dates, sometimes purchased from merchants or picked along the way. A handful of sweet fruit could lift morale more than a full meal. One ancient tale tells how King Philip V once gave his starving men a few dried figs, and it restored their spirit enough to keep fighting. Another silent hero of the Roman diet was cheese. Portable, durable, and nourishing, cheese was perfect for military life. It could be eaten cold, without cooking or preparation, during rest or even on the march. Made from cow, goat, or sheep milk, it offered both energy and protein, and could last for weeks without spoiling. Some camp remains even show tools for pressing cheese, suggesting soldiers made their own when time allowed. Alongside cheese came their most vital drink, pasca. Water alone was dangerous. It could carry disease, especially in foreign lands. The Roman solution was ingenious. Mix sour wine vinegar with water, sometimes add herbs or honey. This drink, despised by Rome's upper class, became the lifeblood of its legions. It disinfected water, refreshed the body, and, as modern science shows, provided antioxidants and small amounts of vitamin C. In essence, it was the ancient world's version of an isotonic drink, practical, safe, and energizing. But two other elements kept Rome's war machine alive: salt and olive oil. Salt was far more than seasoning. It was preservation, logistics, and even payment. Without it, meat and fish spoiled, supply lines failed, and armies starved. It was so valuable that some say the word salary comes from salarium, the allowance given to soldiers to buy salt. Olive oil ***, meanwhile, was the Roman miracle. It was food, fuel, medicine, and hygiene, used to cook, heal wounds, and protect skin. Transported in great amphorae marked with Roman insignia, olive oil followed every legion wherever it marched. Writers like Pliny the Elder and Vegetius noted that it was not a luxury but a necessity, as vital as weapons or armor. Behind every battle and victory was an invisible army, the logisticians. They ensured food, water, and supplies reached the front lines. These men didn't fight with swords, but without them, the legions could not survive a single campaign. The Roman military diet was not rich or diverse, but it was perfect for its purpose. Every meal, every method of preservation, every ritual was part of a grand design, to keep the army strong, disciplined, and ready. Greatest secret, its power wasn't only in the sword, but in the simplicity of bread, cheese, and salt. If this glimpse into the forgotten routines of Roman soldiers intrigued you, leave a like, subscribe for more calm storytelling documentaries, and as always, may Mars guide your dreams.